Hey guys, so we've given the Loctite on the optic more than 24 hours to dry. Now it's time to boresight and zero. So our boresight is just an external laser that mounts to our muzzle via a magnet. And this is something that we include anytime you purchase an optic from us. We'll mount and boresight your optic for you free of charge. Zeroing's up to you. So, and we're going to see now just how different those two processes can be. So let's go ahead and get this mounted up. We're going to aim it at our target. I prefer a 10-yard zero for my gun, so I'm going to boresight it at 10 yards as well. Essentially, I'm going to shine a laser on the target and then adjust my dot until it matches up with what I see on the target. Let's get at it. So my dot is a little bit below the external laser, so I'm going to bring it up. And we're going to go a little bit more. And we need to go slightly to the left. When I'm boresighting, we're actually going opposite. So since I want the dot to go left, I'm going to move this right. And the same when I wanted to go up, I turn the dial down because these the windage and elevation on your optic is referring to impacts of the bullet. So since I'm just trying to move the dot to the left, I actually have to turn it to think that I'm moving the impacts to the right. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, so I've got everything pretty much lined up. The external laser is lined up with the dot. So we're going to take the laser off. We're going to put some ammo in it and shoot it. All right, I'm going to start off just shooting 3 rounds at the target and just kind of see where the impacts are and start making adjustments from there. Obviously, you have to be very sure about your own skills. If you're shooting your gun incorrectly, you don't want to be making adjustments for your bad shooting. So hopefully I can shoot okay here. So as we can see, I've got 2 shots touching here, one a little bit lower to the right, but all of my impacts, if we average them out, are going to say I'm a little bit low right. So I'm going to make some adjustments. I'm going to move the impacts up. And we're going to move the impacts left. Send it back out to 10 yards. See what kind of difference that made. I can feel myself kind of bopping around a little bit. Here's my 3 shots, 1, 2, 3. If I average that out, it's probably going to be pretty good. I'm going to take 3 more and try to really settle myself down out there at 10 yards. So that time I shot down here, put 2 of them in the middle. This was my second shot, and I could feel me push on the gun. I'm going to say that zeroed. I'm going to send it out again and confirm by shooting the gun off the bench. Got to be very careful when you're doing this that you're shooting at a low target so that we're not shooting through our target and into the ceiling. Shooting off the bench isn't a necessity, but it helps take as much of my input off the gun as possible to be a little bit more certain that the gun's truly zeroed and not just adjusted to my bad shooting. Again, 2 of them in the bullseye. I would call that a hit as well, a little bit to the left. But I'm going to say my gun is zeroed at 10 yards. And it's really that simple. Bore sight, then zero, they are not the same thing.